At last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
This is where the fun begins.
Dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
So the future of SithCast, it's over. Bye, guys. Just kidding.
Oh, damn. I thought I was going to be able to catch the game tonight.
I was like, wow, that was really fun.
4 people left.
Thanks,
That was the
Thanks for
shortest
coming on.
episode.
Anyway, what's going on,
Thanks
guys?
for the invite.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome. It was a quick 2 second. Welcome back to another episode of the SithCast podcast, a Star Wars podcast where we pretty much talk anything and everything Star Wars. I'm one of your hosts, PJ the Paradoxer, alongside my co-host, Nilda, aka the Sith Queen, and we got Sean Solo, aka Echo Base Collectibles. And we got a special guest. He has returned from the depths of the Sarlacc pits. Star Wars Addict 77, aka Jeff.
Wow, I was like, wow, that's the build-up, huh, PJ? I'm like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
good to be back. I appreciate
Yes,
the invite. So
yes.
Good to see you guys. I haven't seen Nilda live in a long time, so it's nice to see
Yeah.
her as well. So
Work.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, real life catches up.
Work and being sick.
Yeah.
Yuck. So
Yeah, same here. Work is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the fourth quarter of the year.
No, it's just work.
it just escalates around the holiday season,
Yeah.
right? I don't know about you guys, but man, it's just like, summer's usually where it's like kind of like lull, like, oh, okay, and then like winter time's like, all hell's like breaking loose. We need these.
Well, the fall's always the busiest for me.
Oh,
It's like-
really?
Yeah, from
Yeah.
like October all the way through the first of the year. It's just like go, 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 go. Because
Oh, yeah.
there's holidays, everyone's birthday. Like there's everything happens in the fall and it flies by.
I know, and yeah, it's been a crazy December, just with like work and stuff for me at least. But yeah, Jeff, man, it's been a while. What's been up with you, man? I know you're over at the Spice Runners Lounge, and I see some of them on the chat here. So
yeah,
What's
I was
going on?
chatting with Joel. I was chatting with Joel just before this because he printed me off some like new A2SO hands.
oh, nice.
Oh,
I
nice.
pulled all the fingers apart to paint it and stuff, and then I'm like,
Mhm.
Joel, I don't know how this shit goes back together. Help me out.
do they articulate? Can you move?
They do. They move a little bit. So
Oh, you need the blaster now.
Oh,
yeah, I
nice.
know. Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of blaster files, and
Oh, nice.
it's all downhill.
Yeah.
But yeah, been on Spice Runners, and yeah, just working on models. That's my new thing. So
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Stoner, Sean Stone, he's been working on models too. So I think I don't know what it is, but I think I've seen a lot of like people collecting the model kits now, right?
Yeah.
Like, what happened? Like, was there like why all of a sudden a surge in like the model building community with Star Wars?
Yeah, so I think kind of what happened too was
Mhm.
so Chris Binware, I don't know if people know him from Rogue. So he actually started. I mean, look, we have lots of channels. Everybody's in the community, but he started a new channel which is just models, right? So he started.
What's the name of the channel?
Nerf Herders.
Oh, okay.
Workshop. So I think that was part of it, and then some of the spaceship modeling like Facebook groups have been very active. And I think it's also because it's getting to be winter, so everybody's like, "Oh, let's hoard models, and I'll just do models while it's cold and shit outside."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it sits on your shelf for 6 months, and you're like, "Damn, I just didn't get to that." And then
Right,
you
exactly,
end up selling it because you're like, "I'm never gonna do that."
exactly. So I did that. I just bought the medical frigate from a resin printer
Oh,
the other day.
Nice,
Oh, wow.
nice. What size is it?
It's 36 inches. Its width is 36.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Jeez
yeah.
Louise, man. That's
16.
big.
Yeah, it's pretty good
Nice.
size.
Big.
Can you show it to me again, Jeff? How big it is?
Yeah,
Holy God, jeez.
Woo! It's big. Yeah.
It's big.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's
Um,
10 inches. That's
We're
10
talking about the
inches.
model, right? I'm just kidding.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
10-inch model.
Yeah. Well, nothing's changed there. So, yeah. So I got that the other day. And then I also have the Tantive, and I'm working on painting the Falcon still.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
That's awesome.
You're on the second try on the Falcon.
Yeah, we did all white, and then now I've got grime. It's funny because like anytime I talk to the wife about it, she's like, "It's just variations of gray." I'm like, "Yes, that's Star Wars variations of gray."
Yeah.
I give you guys a lot of credit. I give Joel, you, and anybody, Sean Stone, and anybody that does the model building. You guys, just for the patience alone. Like I don't have patience.
Yeah.
Like I could barely put together a X-wing Lego set. I'm like, oh my god, how
I'll
many
stick to
bags?
Legos.
I'm like, how many bags? But like, just like I can't imagine just like getting everything like as accurate as possible to the ships that you see on screen. So
Yeah.
Well,
I
Joel's-
was gonna say I got the patience. I'm just lazy.
Yeah.
well, I got the patience
that's-
and laziness of
That's the
so-
truth. That's the
Yeah.
truth.
Well, Joel, I was gonna say Joel's funny because like we all know Joel, and Joel's like me and Scott are like analyzing like the blast mark and the streak and everything else, and Joel's like, just paint that. He's like, just paint it, just go do it, right? So he actually is a motivator too, because he's like, you gotta just paint it, just it can be fixed, right? Paint can be fixed. You can just repaint.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
That's
it's been
awesome.
fun.
Yeah, well, let's let's get straight to it. Since we're talking about with collectibles, I guess we'll talk some bounty pickups. We'll start off with Jeff's. Jeff, like anything that you picked up recently?
I just got my NYC Greedo in today.
Oh, did you?
Nice.
You unbox it?
Dude, I see a lot of NYC stuff behind you.
I do. I have a lot of NYC, but look, this is the.
Wow. I'm gonna zoom in on you. Wow, that looks awesome.
It's the eyes. The eyes. He did a really good job on the eyes.
Wow.
Plus, all the spikes are all there.
Yeah, that's nerve wracking. I'd be so scared if you drop it, the spikes are done.
Crazy.
That's awesome, man.
But the texture on it's so good. So.
Yeah, that looks cool.
That looks good.
Yeah, that's
man.
really cool.
Yeah. So he came in today. What else has been picked up recently? That's probably it, other than the model stuff. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, congratulations, man, on your bounty pickups. Nilda, you got anything special that came in?
Nothing.
What? No way.
She's got half of something.
Come on.
She got half.
Well,
of
I got
something.
You post on Instagram. Come
half
on.
of something.
Huh?
So Sean and I are gonna do the Obi-Wan and Hayden photo op together.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the MegaCon. Yeah.
But I'm thinking we should go as twins. So like whatever you're wearing, I need to replicate it.
Wait,
all
so
black
I'll go
with all black with a long sleeve SithCast.
I'll buy
shirt.
myself a little beard.
Oh jeez.
So wait, you guys are doing the dual photo op for both of you?
Yeah,
it was ridiculous how much it was.
Yeah.
How much was
split
it?
the cost? Yeah, it was over $400 for it. So
Good lord.
yeah, for the dual. So it's a lot easier.
Yeah, but you
if
know what I ended
split
up
it.
finding out is it's because Ewan was the one who was charging more.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, so Hayden
course,
was
it's Obi-Wan.
Hayden was 185.
Ewan was $249 individual.
Yeah.
And $249 for an autograph, and
Oh,
Hayden
you guys
was
know what
way
I'm gonna
cheaper
say.
than him.
Yeah, Hayden was way cheaper.
Son of a overcharging people. What the
Yeah, but
fuck,
that's been his standard rate because even at San Francisco Comic-Con, that's how much I paid for my photo op with him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's Obi-Wan.
He sold he was there for 3 days. He sold out all 3 days.
Oh, Hayden.
He's
sold out
Obi-Wan.
extremely quick too.
Yeah, but Ewan sold out faster because Tony and I were messaging each other back and forth, and I had have 3 computer screens at my new company. So like 2 of them are focused for work, and the third one is like all Star Wars.
I thought you were going to say
news.
2 of them are Star Wars, one of them's
No,
work.
2 is
Yeah.
for work, 1 is all Star Wars, and I've got like one screen is Reddit, another screen is the Star Wars website, another screen is like a conspiracy page I like to read sometimes, and then the other one is Sports Center. So I'm like looking at 4 different things at the same time.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Jeff
though.
knows I like my teams.
Yeah. The thing too is that like what was weird, I was looking into the photo ops and the autographs. It's just like he's only there for 1 day. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's just gonna be such a mayhem, you know. Well, I know Sean has the VIP, so I'm sure you get to cut the line, right?
Yeah, I asked her that today. I was like, "Hey, hold on, I've
Yeah.
got VIP. Are you going to be able to like be in line with me? Because
No,
I'm not
'cause
going
I'm-
to the back of the line."
No, because I'm the guest with you
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
photo op.
I forgot about that. So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, no. The autograph, I don't think I can go with you, or I don't know. I would have to ask Evan again and Jason because how they did it last year. But I know for like the photo op, when I did the Ewan one at San Francisco Comic-Con, I was like number 120 in line, and one of my friends who lives in Canada had the VIP for San Francisco, and he told the lady, "This is my guest."
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I went from being 100 and something to I jumped on and was number 3 in line.
Yeah, Eben says VIP
Yeah.
gets +1 for autos,
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. There you go.
and that's photo ops too, right, Evan? Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
because I'm going with you for the photo.
Yeah,
op.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think Eben and Jason did the same thing. I think they went.
Yeah.
So.
Well, what happened was me and Jason were talking to each other all morning, and I screenshotted him the prices, and we were like, "Damn, that's crazy." And then he was telling me that him and Eben were thinking about doing it together. So then when Sean and I were messaging each other, I said to Sean, I'm like, "Would you wanna?" Like I was going like this. I'm like, "Would you wanna split the cost?" Because I only want to do another photo with Hayden because I don't want the plexiglass.
Right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
already met him, but I didn't, it's without the glass. I want one where like, because I think the way that they're gonna do the photo, Sean, is if they're gonna do it the same way that they did it in the previous ones, it's them 2 next to each other and they have an R2D2 with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
So they try to separate, have a little
Yeah,
buffer.
they'll be like, yeah, but we'll see. I'll be like,
Yeah.
please.
You'd be like, Hayden.
I'm gonna try to, or if anything, I think what I was gonna do is I was gonna print out the photo of me and Hayden, and then me and Ewan, and put it on a shirt. So I'm taking pictures with pictures.
Oh, nice. Be like it's the Matrix.
Yeah,
like
I was
really messing with the cameraman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say too is that like, man, like I'm trying to head down to MegaCon, right? I was looking into that, but man, it was just so expensive, and obviously the autograph sold out pretty quick. Wait, Sean, you got an autograph, right?
Yeah, so I got a Hayden autograph. I've already got.
Which one?
Which one? What do you mean?
There's three different ones. You get the autograph for the.
You doing the 8x10, the medium?
Oh no,
or the...
I got the premium because I want to get Errol to make a plaque for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I've already got a plaque that Errol actually made. I think he had them signed. I ended up getting it off eBay, and it was Beckett approved. So I was like, I don't want to spend $250 on an autograph that I already have. I just want to meet him.
Yeah,
and get the photo.
He's the nicest person.
I don't have a Hayden, so I'm like, so I went for the Hayden.
Wait, so how much are the auto? How much is Ewan for auto?
150 for auto for Hayden, and then Ewan wanted 250.
But Ewan's a standard rate. Ewan's 250 for auto, 250 for photo op.
Everything.
Was it 250 across the board? Was it?
Yeah, it's 250 across the board. Because I went online and looked to see if maybe because of the different locations, if it was different prices. And no,
that's the way it is.
This one was 250 across the board. San Francisco was 250 across the board. When they went to the one recently for Tokyo, where they had the Tamora Morrison and what's his name, Daniel Logan, it was 250 across the board too.
Good Lord, 250.
Yeah.
If you think about it, you get the photo and the auto. That's like $500, man. For 500
Imagine-
bucks, I want to fight you and oh, sorry.
Imagine how people.
I would
imagine
would ask you to fight me, like in
yeah,
like.
but PJ, imagine how much people were
Like,
spending
get into the octagon.
for Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill was
Mark Hamill though. That's Luke
440.
though.
Yeah, but Mark Hamill
Right?
was 440 for a photo op
Oof.
with two people, and then it was
I would've
standard
gotten, like, my whole family
a
in there.
standard 8x10. Yeah, an 8x10 was 440. A
Hey,
medium
Aunt
was
Bertha,
5.
come on in. You too.
Yeah.
Come on.
A medium was
Come on.
what is
Yeah,
it called?
yeah.
A medium was like 590, and then the large, which he would consider lightsabers and helmets, was 799. So imagine paying. There was people I knew that were
Yeah.
paying for the
You know
large
what,
item.
though?
And
I am such a guys. I'm such a dummy. You know why I am? Well, I know you guys know that, right? I'm a dummy, but dude, he was only $100 in New York Comic Con 2017.
Yep. Before his show.
Yeah, but $100, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get him next time.
I would
Here we-
I would totally be there, and there'd be like 8 people behind you, and they're like, Jeff, who are all those other people? I'm like, I don't know. I picked them up off the street.
I know,
Decided
right?
to split the cost.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
know.
listen, man, we got to eat tonight, so I just invited
Dude,
strangers.
I would
to
just
jump in
do
the
like
picture.
I would do like a SithCast, like photo ops and family members.
Like,
Hey, Sean,
everybody.
Yeah.
get your wife and your kids. No, get your
Yeah.
dog. Why you get your dog in there?
For,
Get your boyfriend.
what is
Like,
it
we're
called?
just being like,
For San Fran, for
Mhm.
Mark Hamill, I think the most it was you were allowed 4 people in the photo op. So
Mhm.
there was a guy who split the cost with 3 other dudes.
Really?
And they
Didn't
all
even
took
know
a
him?
photo. He met 2 while they were in line, and the
Oh,
other one
geez.
was a guy he knew online, and they all jumped in and did the photo op together.
I
I
wouldn't
mean, I'm
go
kind of
that far.
joking, but like that's legit, right? You meet somebody in
Yeah.
line or whatever, and you're like, hey man, like you want to get a picture?
yeah, no,
Right? Yeah.
yeah, and just to be there, like next to Mark Hamill is like, it's just.
I'm
But,
scared
for
if
me,
he
I would-
shows
I would-
up at MegaCon.
I would
Dude, I
would
doubt
splurge.
it. I'm telling you, I doubt it.
I don't want him to now because
No,
that's expensive.
it's not that I like have an insight or anything on it, but it's like I was talking. I told you my friend Jackie works for Ashley Eckstein, so she works the con venue, and they have an obligated contract to Fan Expo, and she was telling me the only reason why Mark did that in San Fran was because it was not going to be a busy con because it was during Thanksgiving weekend.
Okay.
And that con was not packed because then the following weekend was not San Diego, it was LA Comic-Con,
Oh yeah.
and that one was packed.
Can I tell you, if Shin Hadi comes down to MegaCon, I'll be there. Yeah.
She might. You don't know. I'm
Well,
shocked. that, do you
Go.
think they're going to announce any more really big ones? Because these were 2 big ones they've announced in the last 2 days.
I don't know, because I'll be quite honest with you. And the one thing I will say that I like about this year's celebrity guests that they've announced, they've hit everybody from every genre. So it's like they announced Thelma and Louise reunion.
Yeah,
So you got like an old Susan Sarandon and Gina Davis showing up.
yeah. Smoking
So,
some
like-
cigs and drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yeah. And then you got some of the you have a lot of like big anime voice actors, which it was funny. I was telling somebody today, Bradley Baker was listed as one of the guests. And when you go online now on MegaCon to try to see what dates he's going to be there, it says page not found. And he's the only celebrity that's having an issue like that.
Huh.
That's crazy.
So I don't
Yeah.
think he's coming.
Yeah.
Well,
'cause
now I
was
need
shocked-
a Greedo signature. So if you guys can call Blake anywhere, let me know.
Right. Yeah.
Paul Blake.
Yeah,
He
that's
pops
Greedo.
up. Yeah. How old is he?
Well-
They're all old.
Getting
I
up
know,
there,
but-
yeah. I don't know how old exactly.
Well, hey, what's his name? Rory said that there's a con coming soon in
The Rebel
Texas.
Scum. The Rebel
The
Scum.
Rebel,
in
and yeah, and
Dallas.
he said it's supposed to be like all vintage
OT.
OT
Yeah.
celebs.
I know I saw that from your guys' show, so I'm like, now I follow that page. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
well, check that thing
Well,
out
like-
every so often.
Like Jeff, I'll be honest with you. When I went to San Francisco Comic-Con and I got to meet the actor who plays Wedge,
Mhm.
what was it? Larson?
Yeah.
No.
Dennis
Dennis
Lawson.
Dennis
Yeah.
Dennis
Lawson.
Lawson.
Yeah.
So funny. They gave him the tiniest section ever. He probably had the longest line.
Yeah. It's
And
isn't
everybody
it like-
wanted to get their helmet signed.
Right.
Ewan McGregor's like uncle or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's his uncle, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be fun though. I'm excited. You know,
I would have gone, but the Dropbox kickoff is like the next week.
the heck with Dropbox. Come on,
You'll be
to
gone 2
MegaCon.
weeks solid
Yeah.
from home.
Just tell him, like, man, I'm not feeling good. You gotta get a little bit of the vid.
Yeah. I went to a con instead of the con.
Yeah, I went to a con with 2,000 people. It's like,
Yeah, that's why
For
you're
me,
sick.
it's going to be nuts because I'm going to be in Orlando back to back the weekend before and then the weekend during MegaCon.
are you?
Yeah, I bought tickets for January 27th to go do the Ahsoka meetup at Disney. Ashley announced it.
Oh,
They're getting all the like Ahsoka fanatics to go meet at Galaxy's Edge, and you got to bring your lightsabers.
That's
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna do one of the light up things or whatever.
Yeah, and since I picked up a pair of Ahsoka sabers, I'm gonna go and have fun.
What is that, like a 4-hour drive for you?
No, since I
No?
moved,
Oh, that's
Bye.
right. You moved.
if I do like 75 on the highway, it's an hour and 40 minutes away.
Oh, that's not bad.
it's a
not bad.
40-minute train ride. That's why
Okay.
Craig is taking the
Yeah.
bright line up there.
Just hop on it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, I was gonna say, sorry, I got back. My son just got into acceptance letter, so he was freaking
Oh,
out.
sweet.
Is that
Oh,
why we heard all the
amazing.
screaming?
Congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, to Bingham College. Is that a good college?
Oh.
I don't even know. I'm like
It's
not
in New
even-
Hampshire. No.
New Hampshire? It is, right?
No,
I don't know, not Bingham, is it?
no. It
Oh.
sounds like Brigham Young or something. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, something up that way.
yeah. Somewhere up here.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, well, congratulations, Nilda, on your
And me.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
that's
it's
what'd
a-
you talk about,
it's a-
Sean?
No, that was our pickups. Like
Oh,
together.
that was the only pickups you had?
Yeah, I didn't get
Double.
anything else. I got
Well,
that and an autograph. Yeah.
I know what I got for bounty pickups, but it's gonna be for Christmas. So Craig messed up and like,
Shh, you can't say
bought-
anything.
yeah,
Okay,
Craig
we'll
messed
talk
up and
about
bought
it.
a whole bunch of
Unless you
stuff
want to talk about it.
on my
Yeah.
Amazon Prime account, and I got to see everything that I'm getting for Christmas.
Yeah, that's the
Oh.
worst. Like I buy
Mm.
stuff for the kids and it's on Amazon, and my youngest is like, "Oh, cool!" And she throws all this stuff in the cart. That's what I
Remember
want for
that?
Christmas.
Remember PJ, that camera that we were talking about, that GoPro one?
Mm-hmm.
He got that for me for Christmas. So I told Sean, I said, I'm gonna charge that bad boy up, and on Saturday when we go do that photo op, I'm gonna get the
Hell,
whole
nice.
thing on video.
That'll be awesome.
You know what he should do? He should wrap the stuff up, but put it from you to him. He'll open it up and be like, oh my God, I got a GoPro camera. That's so amazing. Thanks, Nilda.
I felt so bad because I'm like, why would you? I'm like, if you were gonna use my Amazon account, you should have just made your own. I can see the
Yeah, just make one.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
make one up. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And that's the thing with Amazon, right? It's like, there's so much things like, oh wait, you're like, what? Why did you buy this? And why am I getting Jar Jar Binks underwear?
Our
I'm
Amazon-
gonna be.
It's my
I'm gonna
Christ-
be nice. I'm gonna
It's
be nice.
it's Christmas. Oh, it's my Christmas gift. Oh,
I-
thanks.
I'm gonna be nice.
I stayed
Thanks,
quiet for
babe.
that one.
Yeah. Just one.
Sean,
more
you sent him
stick
Jar
standing
Jar
in the
underwear also?
No, I wouldn't even buy that. I wouldn't waste my money on that stuff.
Oh,
Box
come
lunch.
on.
Box lunch did have a lot of Jar Jar Binks stuff the other day when I went.
Yeah, because no
box
one's
lunch.
buying it. Boom.
Well, because I don't live down in Florida. No, I'm just kidding. Well, anyway, congratulations, Sean and Nilda. That's an awesome bounty pickups. You got a chance to meet, Ewan McGregor and
Yeah.
Anakin, and Hayden, and do a dual photo op. So that's awesome. And your
Yeah, that's
and your
gonna be a
autos.
blast.
So
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
yeah, that's exciting. All right. So for me, I don't have anything, which is good. Like I didn't pick up anything at all in terms of Star Wars, which
That's good because it's Christmas time. That's what all of our spouses want to hear. Like you didn't buy yourself anything.
no, honestly, like, obviously I've been, putting a lot of money to, buying the kids gifts and, my wife's gifts and, my parents and everybody. So, No, we'll see what I get though for Christmas. Hopefully, it's the Jar Jar Binks underwear that I've been wanting for a long time.
Hey, do you guys get a lot of Star Wars stuff for Christmas?
I was told that I was not getting not one thing of Star Wars.
I don't get Star Wars stuff for Christmas. I
No,
think
you
don't? No, because they're like you buy whatever you want.
Yourself.
Yeah, and so that I'm lucky I get one thing Star Wars.
Yeah, my all my family members know I love Star Wars, and that will always be first. But that's why it's so easy for them. They just like sometimes actually my sister-in-law, she actually watches the show, and we were talking about a lot of like products that we buy here, like Heroes and Villains, like Columbia. The year that she visited me 2 years ago, she was watching the show and was like, "Oh, Heroes and Villains," and she got me like a Heroes and Villains like Star Wars like sweatshirt.
Right.
So
yeah. See, that would be a nice surprise. Be like, oh, someone actually put some thought into it. They listened to the show. Like that would be awesome.
And my other sister-in-laws bought me like a rice cooker, a toaster, Star Wars like related. It was nice.
Yeah.
So, and it's also easy for them because it's easy for everyone at my job to like we did a Secret Santa, and they were like, "Oh, what does PJ want?" "Oh, I know Star Wars." And they got me, I don't have it with me, I put it in my office, but they got me You the Best Boss, Yoda Best Boss.
Oh, Yoda Best Boss.
Coffee mug.
That's good. That's pretty
But see,
good.
I like that stuff. Like Evan likes talking about like socks and stuff like that. Like that's the kind of thing though that like sometimes like I don't go out and buy that stuff because I know family members are gonna buy that kind of stuff for me.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're nice too, right? Like for me,
I think with me, the problem is that I'm very particular on like certain things that I like.
Mhm.
So like I tell like for my birthday, my mom and like my mom got me all that stuff for the con, but like I guess Pandora, they stopped selling all the Star Wars charms. They discontinued them, and I guess they sold the rights to it to Etsy. So like Craig got me all the charms on Etsy and like completed my bracelet.
Oh,
it's like
nice.
little, like I like little stuff like that. But like, I tried to like tell my mom, like how Jeff said it with socks. I try to tell my mom and like families, like if you're gonna get me something, either a t-shirt or socks, like don't go buy me a toy or anything because I may have it.
Right.
Oh, really?
I got the
for me, I'm
which it surprised me last year. I got the Phil Tippett book from my wife.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Really?
The
Dude, that's
the
awesome.
monsters one?
Yeah.
I want that
tell her
so
it's
bad.
40. Don't tell her it's $40 right
No,
now.
I won't tell her that. But yeah, she got that
Yeah.
for me, which I was surprised because that wasn't on my
That's-
list or anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wait,
See, that's nice.
Jeff, dude, did you get the skin? The Boba Fett skin?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, snap. It's out. I hope you're wearing underwear. Oh, nice.
He's not.
I want the Ahsoka one.
Dude, that is sick,
It
man.
does look good.
That
Oh,
looks
look at the back.
good. I need to
Nice.
Yeah,
get
it
that.
looks real good. Yeah, I think they just announced like the Ahsoka one like last week. I
Oh,
want that
really?
so bad.
Oh, wow. That looks nice. Hey, Jeff, was it hard to put on? Like,
It's not hard. The only thing I don't like about it is the sides. Like
Mhm.
tucking in the sides, they come loose depending on how you flop down in your chair.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Or your big ass moves on the chair. Kind of.
A little slippery.
Yeah, so that part I don't love, but it's not difficult to put on. In fact, I've been looking like on Facebook Marketplace for like a cheaper version so that I can remove the skin, put that on a cheaper chair, and then that way I have the Stormtrooper and Boba Fett.
Oh, dude, that's sick, dude.
So
That's nice.
yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, like for me, like we'll see what I get after Christmas. I love socks, so anybody that gives me socks, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, have like billion like Star Wars socks, but it's I can always wear different socks every day of the week. So
For me, it sucks like wearing Star Wars socks because I'm in scrubs, so you can't see them.
yeah,
I feel like if you're
but-
getting Star Wars ones, like my favorite one I have is like the Boba Fett and Carbonite one with the it's
Just
from
pull them over
Sam's.
the scrubs. Just
yeah,
No,
tuck
look-
your
No,
tuck
No,
your
it
scrub
looks
pants
tacky.
in. No,
I'll be honest with you. You know what I've been wanting to do? I found a company on Etsy that makes patches. So I was gonna get Thrawn's like little emblem and put it here on the side.
Oh, really? Yeah,
You're not supposed to wear your socks like that, anyways. Put them on your hands.
No, right, little sock puppets.
Puppet.
Hey, Opie wants to know: are those skins just for a specific chair?
Secret Lab.
yeah.
What is it? Evo?
Yeah.
I think it's Evo.
Yeah.
No, but you can put that skin on any chair, right?
No, it's specifically for Secret Lab Evos.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's just the way it's
The shapes, like the
shaped.
wings and the.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Well, let's address the chat real quick. Also, for everyone tuning in, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. If you guys could hit that like button, help with the algorithm. That stupid algorithm. We got Joel Haas in the house
What's up,
from Hazy
Joel?
Custom. We got Jedi Chisel, full shizzle. My
Nizzle.
smizzle, nizzle. Who else is here? Spice. Eben.
Evan. What's up, Evan?
We got Flex.
What's up?
Who else is here? Darth Kenobi in the house.
Santino.
No.
What's up?
Tino. We got Jason. What's up, Jason?
Jason.
We got Sean Stone. What's up, Sean?
Stoner.
What's up, Sean?
We got Jake Bream in the house. What's up, guys? Hope everyone is having a good week.
Hi,
Yes,
Jake.
it's almost Christmas time. We got Muff McClunky Mills to move. That Greedo's really nice. Wish I had room for all those quarter scales. PJ, supply and demand, and Ewan's still big without Star Wars. That's true. That's true, right? I would like to see who goes there just to get him to sign things outside of Star Wars, right? Who else is here? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, you know
OP,
what
what's
time?
up?
Sean was going to get the Winnie the Pooh poster signed, but he decided not to.
By the way, Obi. Son of a, not you, OBP, but you know who. Who else is here? Chris Elliott. What's up, Chris? Thank you.
What's up,
Chris?
Chris?
We got Rolando Flores.
Rolando, the hardest working moderator you will ever meet.
Telling you,
Yeah.
that guy's killing it.
Who else is here? And of course,
You got
Jeff.
Bat. Oh, Jeff's. You got
Everyone
Batman
in.
here too.
Everyone
What's
in.
up, Batman?
Batman? What's up, Batman? All right, guys. So we got a few things to talk about in terms of collectibles. We'll start off with some Hot Toys. I mean, geez Louise, Hot Toys, man, those guys are just like,
Yeah,
they're
they want
ruthless.
your Christmas money. That's what
oh
they're
my
doing.
goodness, yeah. Let me post this one first. This just came out last week, and it is the Reva Hot Toys figure.
Jeez.
Not only did it sell
Dude.
out, but the wait listed is closed.
Are you serious?
Dead ass.
It's a fantastic figure.
Swear to God, my local comic book shop
Mhm.
told me that they're only getting 2 of them, and I put my name on it because I have to drive now an hour to go get it.
Yeah, I think with these though, I think with Hot Toys and Sideshow, and I think what a lot of them are doing now is like I think they're going by with the pre-orders, right? So let's just give it an example. If there's like 1,000 pre-orders, right? Like direct deposit, non-refundable pre-orders, I think they only make 1,200 because I think they learned their lesson with previous Hot Toys figures where look at Captain Rex. That thing is still around. And at this point, is that thing going to sell out? Because you got the new one.
Crazy that hasn't sold out. It's a great
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah, but the new one doesn't even have a face on it.
No.
Yeah. So, I
No.
mean, which one do you pick if you could only pick one?
I think what's selling out the most with Sideshow that I've been watching, like seeing other like channels where they're discussing like how the Sideshow's algorithm is going. I think the stuff that's like more rare like this or like out of the norm is what's selling out the most. Because this and what is it called? I think the Inquisitor sold out as well.
Yeah.
Did he? Wow.
Yeah, but she's the only one that I've seen that literally it was like sold out within 2 days, and the wait list sold out in 1 day.
Yeah. No, but I've seen it a lot too because that happened with Cad Bane, right?
Mhm.
Cad Bane But here's the thing: is that like I think like the production of these figures, just because they're pumping out a bunch of them, right? I think they're just limiting the amount of figures that they're pumping out. They're not, they're not. If there's like 500 pre-orders for Riva, they're only making like an extra couple hundred, right? And just because they don't want to overproduce it and no one's buying it, like
Yeah.
you know, it's always like when you look at uh the some of the sales, usually on Black Friday sales, spectacular. It's the same, it's usual. It's the same usual suspects, right? Captain Rex. What else? Ahsoka, animated Ahsoka. Animated Clone Wars Anakin, which I'm surprised that hasn't sold out. So I don't know. What do you think, Jeff? I mean, I know you used to collect some Hot Toys, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like it if they're gonna do all the Inquisitors. It's a really cool like stack for collectibles, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I would get just the one. Like if I
Mm-hmm.
like true Star Wars collector, if I was gonna get her, I'd have to get the other ones, and
Of
have
course.
to be sure that Sideshow was coming out with the other.
Mm-hmm.
Too. But I like it. It's a good sculpt. I'm not getting it, but it's a good sculpt.
Did you guys see the picture? I don't know if you guys follow on Instagram. His name is Figure Brian. He's based off of Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who this guy knows, but he always gets the insights of when stuff is dropping first. He had
Someone from
posted
Korea. I mean, from Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. I'll send you the photo, but he posted a picture of what all of them look like paired up with like Riva, the Inquisitor, the what is it called? The fifth brother. And it's just it's pretty sick.
So together, I like them together. I also think too, like some of these Sideshow figures, like the ones that are, it's like you talk about PJ too, is like the ones that are going to be limited, where like people didn't take advantage of them and buy them. People will search for them later. Like when the whole group comes out and you see pictures, they're gonna be like, "Shit, I should have bought that one."
Yeah, but it's one of those things where the market is correcting itself, right? And when I say like, is that me? Whoops. Oh, that's okay. There you go. The thing with me too is that like with the market, I think they're learning their lesson with all these like Hot Toys figures that's in stock. So they're just like, well, whoever pre-orders is definitely gonna get it. I mean, look at Anakin from the Clone Wars, from Attack of the Clones. That thing is waitlisted already.
Yeah.
So
God, I would take that Kenobi out immediately.
Yeah, that Kenobi doesn't look right.
What?
It's
this
his.
One, I love this one. I can't wait to get it.
It's this. It's his cheeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think out of all of them, I think the Inquisitor looks the best. And I don't know how that the Vader's going to look. We have to see, but
that Riva's amazing though. Like the character, no one, she's not a revered character, but man, I mean, the tailoring on it, the face, that's a really good figure.
Yeah. The face sculpt is, I say it's a 10.
Yeah. The face sculpt, I don't know so I was looking at what's that called? What's that called? Not the pre-production, the prototype. It did lose a little bit of like detail. Well, that's with any mass-produced figures, right? It does lose a little bit of detail, especially around the face area. But it looks great. I think for the people that are getting it, I think
look how cool she looks with the Inquisitor standing there.
I think she looks cooler with other stuff with it. I'm like,
right?
Looks pretty damn cool. Like even that's pretty badass.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but I think, a lot of people, it's like a hit or miss with her, right? Some people love her, some people, dislike her. And I think it's just because I think it was messing with the timeline per se, right? From my understanding.
You could pair with Vader stabbing her.
Yeah.
Going down, girl.
And yeah, so no, but that's a good looking figure. And congratulations to any Nilda, you're picking it up, right?
Yeah, so I hit up my local comic book shop and they told me that they placed they were only allowed to place 2.
Okay.
So I asked them to put me on the name on on the book so I can come and get it. Because now since I live an hour away from them, I have to pick a day to go drive down there and grab it.
Did you get the Inquisitor?
No, because
Really? They look good together.
no, but I don't like his head. When I
Ugh.
think of I know it sounds terrible. When I think of the Inquisitor, I think of the Inquisitor from Rebels, the pointy head.
Yeah, we
like,
all do, but yeah.
I
Joel can
like
create you
that.
one.
I say just get a vice. Squeeze it.
Yeah.
Put a little heat to it and
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Yeah, Moth McClunkey, I agree with you. They didn't make very many. That's why. I don't know about 5, but they did make quite a few. I just
5.
yeah, no, like I said, like if you look at a lot of these figures now, Hot Toys is not messing around, and Sideshow too, because who wants to pay all that warehouse space for like products that are not moving?
Yeah.
There's I don't know about you guys, and Jeff, maybe you could chime in on this one, but it's hard to collect nowadays.
Yeah.
It's just because it's one of those, like, if you buy some of these figures, you'd be lucky if you get your money back.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not like how we used to be back in the day.
no, you can't. I mean, you're definitely not collecting to make money, right? I mean, you're collecting.
Oh, of course, yeah, but
true collector now, right?
Mhm.
Like I can't move the Malik and Revan right now, and I've got that thing on like way below what I paid for them.
That's
Really?
crazy. Those are awesome.
Yeah, they're great statues. It's just
Yeah, they're great statues, man. I love those statues.
Where do you
No,
sell them?
I
Why are you
love
selling
them.
them?
make room.
To make room? Yeah, they are
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
big.
They're
Yeah.
great. They're
Yeah.
amazing.
And Sean, Nilda, I've been collecting for, and thanks for Google Photos for reminding me. I've been collecting for 8, almost 9 years now in terms of Hot Toys, right? Long time. And one thing about collecting back then to now was that when you bought a figure and say, like, you're like, oh man, I love this character, I love this figure, but I really want this other figure. So you would sell it. Now, the worst case scenario is that you make your money back, and then you use that money to fund the other collectible that you want to pick up. So now it's hard, right? I'll give you an example. I have the Death Watch Mandalorian. Dude, for me to move that thing, I would have to sell it for like $120, right? How much money did I just lost? $100.
I
Now-
sold that cheap. You can ask Joel Halsey.
Yeah, but I'm just saying is that, like, now when you start adding all that, say you sell like 5, 6 figures now, right? And you're averaging like maybe $80 lost, with each figure. That adds up,
Yeah.
Oh
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
especially with statues. Even, and I'm not even calling out Hot Toys. Even with statues, like, if I wanted to sell some of this stuff, man, like I'm instantly at least losing like $300.
Yep. Yeah, the statue. And plus statues. I mean, just trying to get them all like packed up and boxed up appropriately.
Yeah.
And get them.
Just the shipping cost.
Shipping is nuts right now. So.
That's why I've been very choosy on, like, I haven't gone crazy anymore with buying stuff, but I've just been very like picky on what I'm getting. I think the last big purchase I made was, and I think it's supposed to arrive here in like 10 more days. I bought the C-3PO bust, the head from Catacombs.
Oh, is that coming soon?
Yeah, like I didn't hear from them, and I ended up messaging them back. And they were like, "Oh, we're so sorry. Here's your tracking information." And then I tracked it because I had reached out to them and I was like, "Wait a second, don't send it to this address. I moved."
Yeah. That's awesome. You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
I know. I'm excited.
When you get it, hit me up so I can give you the
you guys
link
have to teach me how to do the lights, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the difference between collecting back then and now is that, dude, there's way too many companies making way too many things, and Iron Studios, I don't know if you guys know this, but they got the Star Wars license, and they're making a quarter scale Anakin Skywalker.
Yep.
Wow.
Dude, they're gonna make more quarter scale stuff for Star Wars. And then Sideshow's gonna make more stuff. Like, and then not only that, you got you got NYC, you got a whole bunch of things, and now you're like, okay, I gotta be very picky.
I don't think a lot of people think about too like statues, right? So if you think like obviously the 1/6 community, right? It's 1/6. You're getting it from Sideshow and Hot Toys,
Yeah.
right? You're not really getting. I mean, you do some custom stuff. Joel does some custom things. Joel's really good about the sizes and things like that about 1/6. If you think about statues, and I know you've seen this, PJ, too, is like statues, even though they say quarter scale, right? NYC's quarter scale is different than XM's quarter scale. Like,
really,
if you look at Malik and Revan, they definitely are different as far as size of people, right? Compared to others. It's the same thing on Sideshow. If I take a Sideshow statue and I bump it up against an NYC, there's a little bit of a size difference there.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So it's not much. So you kind of have to decide if you're gonna stick with a company, you gotta stick with that company and almost run that full gamut with that. Otherwise, you have different sizes.
Yeah. Well, can I tell you, I've been collecting XM Studios, and I sold like not the Star Wars stuff, but I sold some of my X-Men stuff, and they're not known for their quarters. They're what's that called? Their sizing in terms of like true quarter scales or true 1/3 scale. I remember people come.
Sorry, look at. So that's Maul, Mythos Maul.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is an XM Emperor, right? To me, they kind of look. It's hard to tell on camera, but they're a little bit sized differently.
No, those Mythos are 1/5. Jeff's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it's me. I guess.
No. All the Mythos line is 1/5. Yeah, they're usually smaller.
PJ, going back, piggybacking to what you said. So Iron Studios, because I feel so bad. I haven't really been on top of their stuff, and they've been sending me all my affiliate things, and I haven't been reposting it. But they did send us a thing in a mail saying that they're gonna start getting into statues.
Oh yeah, with Star Wars, yes.
Yeah, like some of the stuff that's coming out.
Well, they already have. They have the Ahsoka quarter scale. They had the Grogu quarter scale. Like
So the cool thing is about doing the affiliate program with them.
Yeah,
is that we get to see what they're revealing first in Brazil because that's where their headquarters is before you get to see what's coming out in the US.
Yeah. They have what's that called? The Darth Maul quarter scale that just came out. So that looked pretty cool.
If they get into OT, I'm done.
I'm still waiting for the black label from Blitzway. They teased us with that they're doing a black label, like Star Wars character. Let's pull it up. And
a part of me still wants that Iron Studios, the Vader on the throne.
I'm definitely getting that. I'm definitely.
Dude, even with my what is it called? Even with my points, my affiliate discount, it's still like over $1,000.
Yeah, what probably you have to think too is the shipping.
Yeah, so like they as affiliates with Iron Studios, we get 15% off. And every time you purchase anything with them, they send you Iron Studio points. So like every month I'm getting points and I'm looking at what's coming in. And every time I'm debating about buying that the Vader on the throne, I'm like, it's so way too much.
Yeah. Well, here's the Blitzway. So they're teasing us. I mean, we got the crawl. And we could only assume, is it safe to assume that it's Star Wars?
Yes. Yeah.
I
would think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. That crawls in iMovie, so they probably just grab the transition and
yeah. And you guys,
wouldn't that be terrible if it's not Star Wars?
No, that'd be dumb. Look, they did some Star Wars stuff, which is it wasn't, it wasn't nice. They did these like pop Funko Pop looking figures.
Well, what do you want to did they already announce, PJ?
No, they didn't announce. They did tease a blue lightsaber though.
Right. So what do you want to see out of blue? What do you want
Luke?
to see out of that?
Luke. I want Luke in hyper realistic form. And and they're known for their like here, let me just show you some of the stuff that they do. Hold on, let me just pull it up. So here it is. So this is what they do.
Oh yeah, the silicone stuff.
Yeah, I don't think no, these are resin.
Really? Oh geez,
Yeah.
that's freaky.
Right?
Yeah. So can you imagine that they're doing Luke? I mean, for me,
Creepy.
dude, for me,
Can you imagine like having somebody put that right in front of your face?
that's not even they did their black label was Michael Jackson, and that
I
was
did see that. Yeah, that one.
yeah,
Yeah,
here.
that was pretty.
Dude, here's their teaser. I mean, dude.
Yeah.
But knowing my luck, it's gonna be Ray.
Gonna be that would be funny. That would be fun. What about Kenobi? They haven't done Kenobi in a long.
Oh my gosh, even
like
worse.
Like an original Kenobi.
Even worse, he said.
Even worse. I'm gonna be like this. Son of a
neighbor.
Oh jeez. Yeah, knowing my luck is gonna be. I'll still get it though. Yeah. Yeah. Get a God King Luke head.
Yeah, I want one of those bad. I don't think they're too expensive, but I even asked my wife. It's so realistic. I'm like, would this creep you out if I got this like Luke head?
What is it?
He goes, I'll see if I can post it in the chat. I got a picture of it. Yeah, it's
I mean, in the chat, like anyone, it obviously it is gonna be Star Wars, right? It's gonna it seems like they got the Star Wars license. Most likely it's gonna be 1/3. What do you guys want, like, for Blitzway to make? I mean, it could be Anakin.
Oh my god, that's creepy.
Here, I threw it in the chat, or I threw it in our messenger.
I mean,
I want them to do something different.
I can't have that at my house.
Oh yeah,
Oof.
I could have it.
I want them to do something different.
Look at this.
That's creepy.
That's not happening.
Dude, it might happen. I'm tempted. I'm really close to about getting.
Don't do it, man.
How much is that?
Dude, in this stage of the game, man, like I feel
Not
like
100%.
I feel like there's a lot of people that are going to be diving into Star Wars, right? Iron Studios being one of them. Now Blitzway. And Blitzway probably got the 1/3 license from Pure Arts, because Pure Arts had the license for that Stormtrooper 1/3 scale. Do you remember that? So if Blitzway has 1/3 scale license for Star Wars, oh damn, dude. Can you imagine 1/3 scale statues all around your house?
Yeah.
Well,
highly detailed. Yeah.
Highly detailed.
Like
Princess
McClunky's talking about, like the highly detailed OT crew, like
forget it, dude.
like a full set.
Yeah,
I'd have to sell most of my stuff.
Isn't this the same?
See you later.
Sean, do you guys follow the guy? I forgot what country he lives in, but we all follow him. His IG name is VOSS.
I don't think that's him.
That's not the same. That's not the same Luke he has at his house.
Mark.
I'm
not sure if.
Oh, Mark.
Sure
Mark's got everything.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like the same one.
Yeah, that God King guy does
the
Terminator.
So I can't believe people are going to put that in their house. Yeah, well, yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, Sean. I'm pretty sure that this is the God King one. It looks just like it.
If you had that MJ in your house, PJ, you'd have to have like sound effects, like when you walk by.
Yeah, I know.
That'd be so funny to watch people.
Like what the heck?
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is
right?
This is Scarface.
It's the same one.
Yeah,
this is Scarface from.
I would have to put sound effects like next to those figures.
Oh, what with the Scarface one?
Yeah, but you talking to me?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Say hello to my. Okay. Whoa, this is cool. I never saw this. This is Escape Pod from. Let's see, Blitzway. I'll show you. This is Star Wars. Whoa, this is pretty cool. Sticky Monster Lab. It's like interesting. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can find that.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Now I'm gonna feel like
I'm
doing
gonna
Michael Jackson.
hear those noises while I'm sleeping.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh wow, they have even like they have Bruce
Jamo.
Lee. They have Tupac
Oh.
Shakur.
Oh, his Tupac's amazing.
Yeah.
The Terminator he
wow.
does, the Schwarzenegger is unbelievable.
The
I don't
Bruce
like
Lee.
I don't
The
like
Lee
the
is
Carrie
really
Fisher.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
PJ, you were gonna get the Lee, weren't you, for a while?
The lead.
Bruce? Yeah. Bruce
Bru-
Lee?
Bruce, yeah. Then I stopped. It was on sale for like a really cheap price. Here, hold on. Here's the Michael. Just to give you guys what the Black Label is. So Black Label is like hyper realistic, you know, rooted hair.
Yeah.
I mean, those people that are listening.
Does it
to
come
us,
with a
man.
monkey also?
Oh my gosh, that's the exclusive.
Does it come with Macaulay Culkin?
Oh my goodness.
That's mean. He didn't touch
So,
Macaulay Culkin. It was Corey Feldman.
oh my gosh. Okay. But yeah, no. So this is the Black Label. Now, can you imagine like Leia, Luke, Han, right? Chewbacca. Can you imagine they did a Chewbacca?
Sean would probably buy it.
Yeah.
You have too many Chewies.
Yeah. No, but
MJ with the original crew though.
But so here's the question to you guys, right? So now you have like a lot of quarter scale stuff, and then now they're pumping these out. You have Hot Toys, you have quarter scales. What do? Do you say, you know what? I like that quality. Now they're pumping out the original trilogy. Like, what do you do? Nilda, what do you do? Do you sell your Hot Toys if you want it, or do you keep them and say, you know what? I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm okay.
It just depends on what. Like if it's I told myself I was never going to get into statues. And what did I do? I went and bought an Ahsoka statue.
Mm-hmm.
I told myself I was never going to go past that. And then what happened? I messaged both you and Sean and was like, hey, this comic book offer gave me a good price.
You're like, get it. Do it.
I got it down to $200 less than what he was selling for. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy it.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. It just I guess it just for me, it just depends on what it is.
They do it in Ahsoka.
Yeah, 100%. But it depends on which Ahsoka. Am I getting animated Ahsoka or am I?
No, they probably won't do animated. Rosario Dawson Ahsoka.
I don't know. She's me and her are kind of buddies, so I'd rather have the real thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
The real thing.
Actually, she's here for dinner. Here she is, right here.
You know what? Forget the statue. I
love her.
I got Ahsoka next to me.
Rosie, Nilda said you guys are friends.
Yeah. Keep it down over there. Keep it down.
Dude, every time I love that every time I tag her on something, she like reposts it. I'm like, yeah, you love me.
Yeah. How about you, Sean? What would you do?
It depends on the character, I think. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it looks like it's a blue lightsaber, so it's going to be either Anakin, Obi-Wan, because Obi-Wan had a blue lightsaber, right? So
yeah, I mean, to be honest, like it's going to be the character, and then how much space do I have? Like, where's it going to go in the collection? Is it going to fit? Is it going to look? You know what I mean? A lot of that. I mean. It could be so amazing. You're just like, here's my money.
And it's like, okay, well, it's a Black Label, so it's going to be the best of the best. And if you could do it, you could do it on one character, which is most likely going to be Luke. I just have a strong feeling it's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
it has to be.
He's been making his name a little bit more known.
No, it's just one of those where, I mean, I hate to say it, but he is the face of Star Wars, right? Like, everyone gravitates towards him. I know everybody likes Vader, but Luke is Luke, you know?
Yeah.
So it resonates with the old fans, the new fans, and every fan, right? Just like Vader. How about you, Jeff? What would you do? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Linda.
No. What I was gonna say is I never knew how much of massive prolific character or just person he is until I went to San Francisco.
Yeah.
To see like people literally in front of me crying before they walk up to him. And then I got that emotional sense. I was just like, holy crap. Like, it's not. This isn't like Hayden or anything. Star Wars,
Right? Yeah,
is
it's special.
Mark
It's special.
Hamill.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
do you think? Why do you think the Last Jedi divided?
Oh
everyone?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they made
Yeah.
a mockery of that character.
Yeah,
that's
and I'll
what
be honest,
people are
like I
pissed
said to
off
you,
of.
I didn't realize like how much it meant until like I was physically there, and then like seeing him, you know, it was, and I hope nobody kills me for saying this comment what I'm about to say. It was like you're in the presence of like holiness. You know, like if a religious person is meeting the Pope for the first time, like that's how it felt. I felt like I was meeting, you know, a real Jedi for the first time.
Yeah, and the thing too is that's, but you know, if you think about it, most of the people now, you know, the original trilogy fans, and you know, even the new fans, you know, they got to watch, you know, Luke when they were kids, and now they're older, like, and now we're, you know, now you see him like get made fun of, not fun of, but they made a mockery of his character in the Last Shot. That's why people are pissed.
But I like the fact that
that's superior. Because if you think about it, if Superman did the same thing and goes, oh wow, they're destroying Earth, I'm just gonna go to another planet and, you know, not talk to anyone, you know.
But my thing is, I love the fact that he makes, that was a good impersonation. My thing is, I like the fact that he makes fun of himself now too. Like he doesn't take like when we did the panel, me and RMD, the first thing he did in the beginning of that panel was make fun of his entrance in The Last Jedi. He literally walked in, he was like, "Oh no, guys, this is the entrance you really wanted." Turns around, flops his hoodie over, literally flops it back over, and then throws the microphone.
Jeez.
And he was reenacting the whole thing.
Oh, he can't stand it.
No.
Yeah, he hates it. And you know, it's a shame because that's his character that he's you know, been known for, you know. So, but yeah, Jeff, what do you think? Like, if they,
I think it would be tough for me. I saw somebody was talking about Bespin Luke. It would be tough for me if it was like Bespin Luke, if they didn't start with the OT like Luke, right? Or like, because I can envision like where it would be cool to have like a full set of like the OT hyper realistic.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
that would be
cool. Yeah.
Like, and I think that would set themselves up as a company where people would just buy it like crazy. It would just
yeah. I mean, but what would you do? Like, would you say, you know what? I don't think I could stick with this 1/5 scale or quarter scale. Like, I gotta like stick to this line because I think they're amazing, you know. Or would you keep them and just say, like, you know, I'll just get a couple of the 1/3 scale statues, like, and just collect them all.
Yeah. So like usually when nowadays, right, which we're all doing right now, is nowadays you can look at your space, right? And you say, okay, I have a little bit of space over there, or like that I'm not in love with, so I can just get rid of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dubak, I know, right?
Yeah. And that's why for me, you know, like it's easy for me now, compared to before, is to start selling like a lot of these hot toys, just because as a collector, I've grown and I obviously don't have room for it. And now my interests are towards other things, you know, other scales, you know, like, dude, if they start making hyper realistic, like 1/3 scale statues, that will just fill the void for me in terms of realistic faces on collectibles in terms of Star Wars, right? Because that's why I collected the hot toys, just because all the faces and the portraits were like super realistic, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted like that realism in my collection because I couldn't get that with statues, right? But now they are perfecting it. Now I'm just going back to just sticking with statues and just, you know, filling that void with those, you know, collectibles, right?
Well, at first I was like, I liked the 1/6 at first because people like 1/6 because you can pose them, you can do different things with them, you put them in different sets or whatever. And I liked that like thought process, but like realistically, like I don't have time to like set the 1/6 and like change the position every month or every couple of months. So I'm like, for me, I fell out of that really quick because I was like, I'm not gonna do that because it's like I don't want to adjust them once they're on the shelf. That's it. Like I'm not.
Yeah,
same.
I don't think I've ever reposed any of mine. They're still in the same position for 4 years.
Right.
Well, it's
I
hard.
think
It's
the only
harder
ones
too.
I think the only ones I've reposted has been like just the Ahsoka ones.
Yeah.
That's
But
it.
you're
But
playing
it's-
with it. You're like, yeah. It's like-
Well, no,
it's-
because like once in a blue moon, like when I had it before I moved,
Mhm.
like I would stare at the collection and be like, you know what? I want,
Mhm.
today I want Ahsoka facing, Anakin. So I
Mhm.
put them together. Like when the episode dropped for the Ahsoka, I put my Rosario next to my Clone Wars Anakin. And I put them like in a battle position. Then I got bored and then I watched, Clone Wars. So I was like, you know what? I want to take my Clone Wars Ahsoka and I want to position her with my Darth Maul. And I had them in like a fight sequence.
Right.
And then, I had another one where I was like, you know what? My Boba Fett and my Jango Fett aren't next to each other. Let me put father and son next to each other. And then I joked around and I have, the Mace Windu and I removed Jango Fett's head and I put it in Mace's hand.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
like,
cool. I mean,
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the nice part about
Yeah,
it.
posing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The posing, but the thing for me is like Jeff and Sean, like I would just play with it and then pose it and then just never touch it again. Just because it was so hard, especially if you guys had that Death Trooper specialist figure. Oh my god. Like how many times I broke the straps, with the holster, because it's
Yeah.
so delicate. That's one thing I hated about it. It was so delicate. So if you make the wrong move, it snaps and it breaks, and that's it. You're screwed, right?
That's like the damn. Actually, I did pick up one more. I picked up the 1.6 speeder bike when it was on sale.
Oh yeah,
But like,
dude, that was Which one? The Hot Toys?
yeah, the Hot Toys one, the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I owned the Mandalorian one before and I sold it, but like even that, right? It has that little like whatever the hell they call that on his belt on the back.
Mhm.
It's a pain in the ass to put on that damn figure. I'm like, it got to the point where I was like, I'm gonna put this shit back in the box pretty soon because it's like I don't have time for this. Like I'm done.
Yeah.
I think the only one I had a problem with that would be the Anakin on Stap figure, because for some reason the feet weren't configuring with the pedals. So if you were trying to have him stand up and holding, the hands were working, but the feet weren't level. So sometimes I would come home and he would be on like the floor, and I'm like,
oh, see, yeah, that's
Well, and here's the thing too, is that's why we don't, play around with them anymore, just because it's so hard to get them into that pose that like once you got it, you're like, all right. You're like, I'm not touching this anymore.
Yeah.
That's like when people were putting their what is
Mhm.
it, like when people were putting their Black Series figures in the cabinets without having the little, like the foot pedal
The stand.
thing,
Yeah.
the stand, and then you
Mhm.
put it and you're like, all right, let me close the cabinet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't walk
Yeah,
real
you're-
heavy.
That's
yeah.
that's how I was.
Really good.
Yeah, that's how I was with some of the Hot Toys that I have. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
don't fall,
But,
please.
But
I'm
that's
still like that.
Yeah, but it nothing against Hot Toys. Hot Toys are great collectibles. It's just that I moved on from collecting them, and now like I said before, if they start pumping out like statues in this like hyper realistic form, like count me in, man. Count me in. Look at the rooted hair. Like that is sick, Yeah, man. I really hope
that
they
is
do
totally Indian in the cover type thing. I could just see that thing like dancing around on the shelf. He's like,
okay. Yeah, no, but I definitely, man, count me in. Just can they put the pre-order up already?
when
I'm
is
like,
it supposed to like finally like reveal and all that? Did they say?
I don't know, to be honest. That's a good question. I don't know. Hopefully soon. All right, we got more things to talk about, and so this one I'm pissed off about just because it's just a 2.0, and I guess it's good for the people that missed out on the first one, but they reissued this one. The only difference is that it has a shield.
We
I
gotta
don't know why
have
when I
Shield.
see this, I laugh at like Tate Fletcher's laugh. Like I think it was like a day or two ago, he
Yeah.
posted the picture of this and he was like, "Hey guys, I'm a toy." Like
See,
it
that
was
would
so
be
not. He
That
was
would be
like
cool.
so nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
that would be cool with Mando next to him and like with the dark saber and like as a set, right?
Yeah. Anybody getting this or?
Nah.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
cool figure, though.
I had it. I had the first one and I loved it, but I don't know. This is
I
just
stick to
it's-
my helmet.
it's just a cash grab, I think, in my opinion. It's
I had the first one also. It was cool.
I never got it.
Yeah, it was good. It's a heavy figure and it's a good quality
Yeah.
figure. It's just like again, it's good for those people that was able to that missed out on the first one and now they're gonna get another chance to get the second one.
Yeah.
And what's up to Janine and Pop the
Hi,
Bounty
Janine.
Collector? What's up, Pop?
What's
And
up?
also
Pop,
do back
what's up, Janine?
deliveries. So two back. All right, so I guess they're starting to release some Ahsoka figures. We got the Night
Mhm.
Trooper.
Just a few.
I need the Night Sisters to come out ASAP.
Yeah.
This
What do you
one's
guys
pretty
think?
cool.
Well,
We
it looks
need
like this
Balin.
one's coming too. The was it the Night Death Trooper?
Yeah, he's in. I didn't notice that was him in the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the description of this one was pretty funny because it said laser etched cracks.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
laser etched ass crack.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
what is that shit?
That sounds like painful.
Yeah.
Anyone getting this figure?
No.
No.
Yeah.
You know what sucks about these troopers? Like you've got Shin and Balin, like two of the baddest characters that they've come out with in a while. Why not make those? But no, they got to focus on troopers because it's easy to produce because there's no head sculpt.
Yeah.
We need
And
Balin
plus-
and Shin, man.
But man, I mean, I thought like when I used to collect Hot Toys, Marvel, DC, and like Star Wars, right? And other IPs. Man, I thought I was doing myself a favor when I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna reduce that to just Star Wars. I'm looking at this as like, my God, look, all these figures are just coming out. Like, I wouldn't be able to have like, not only I'll probably make room, but man, the money, like, geez, just to collect the whole Ahsoka line, that's like close to like $2,000 to $3,000, right?
Well, they're not going down; they're going up in price.
They're going
Yeah.
up. They're like 200. This one's 240, I believe. So
Will they go up next year? It's like
yeah, but I mean, it's a good looking figure, but I don't know about you guys. Like
Be
if
better
they didn't
the
make
eyes
the,
lit up.
yeah, if they didn't make this, would you guys be upset?
No.
No.
You're
Like
like,
I said, we
"Oh."
need Balin and Shin. Like those would actually make me
Those,
think,
yes,
they look very
yes,
good together, and you can kind of put them
I
on the
just want
shelf.
Balin.
yeah.
You need Shin.
No, I need Balin.
I need Shin.
We
I
know
you
need
know
you
how
Shin.
much
I
I
need
probably buy
Shin.
2 Balins, one to
I-
display and one to cuddle with.
All right, so here is Captain Enoch. This one's
This
a
is
cool
a-
looking. This one, I would say, if I was still collecting Hot Toys, I'd definitely get this one. Just because it's such a unique character, cool design, and he's like a mysterious character. Like you don't know much about him, right? Ahsoka, the show didn't really tell too much about his
Yeah.
character. And if you guys were still collecting Hot Toys, would you guys still
Yeah,
pick this
I would
up?
get this one.
This is
Is
a
it
hard
too neat?
yes. This is a
Yeah, I was
hard
gonna say
yes
he's
for
so
me.
strange. Yeah, he's so strange. Yes.
Did you
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Galactic Armory was doing like the face swap?
Oh
for this
yeah,
one?
Yes.
yeah.
It's hysterical.
Yeah,
They did like George Lucas swap. They did like Mr. Peanut.
but dude, that Thrawn, to me, that one is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's
That
crazy.
portrait is spot on.
I want to get both because I want them paired together.
Yeah,
Do it.
dude.
I am. I'm not stopping.
You're gonna get
That's what I said.
Enoch?
Do it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's 100%.
Yeah, Enoch is great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's a
would.
good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's
All
why I'm
right.
hoping since they came out with those. I was telling Jason this morning, I hope that they release Night Sisters because I like to buy like 2 of them. Have 2 Night
Yeah.
Sisters in the back, have Thrawn and Enoch right next to each other. Sold.
Yeah.
DJ, why do you think so? Because these guys. Like, why do you think that they don't pair? I mean, I know they used to pair the droids or like a Jawa with a droid. Like, why don't they pair these up a little bit? Just because they don't care, or they just don't want to?
Oh,
Or...
they want the money, man.
Yeah.
They want.
But like,
the money.
I feel like even if you paired them and you were like, give like $10 off, I think people would still buy the pair, right? It'd be a lot easier.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's nice to have a 2-pack.
To be honest, though, like for me, like I get it. Like, it's always here's the thing: the people that are the most vocal don't really buy these. They're like, oh, there's this one guy that always posts on their Facebook page. I want this. I want a reissue. I want this. I can't wait to have this. I'm like, dude, are you seriously getting every single figure ever made? Like
One of them.
every one of them? Like he's like, oh, please reissue this, and oh, I want this, and I want that. Make this, and I'm like, oh my god, like, dude. But it's just hard, man. Like, who can honestly collect all of these? Like, can any of you guys like honestly say to yourselves, like, I'm gonna collect all the Star Wars figures that's ever made?
Oh, that's so yeah, you'd be broke. Yeah,
right?
It's too difficult. Yeah.
Right. Back then it was easy because you could like, okay, I'm gonna collect the New Hope line. That's easy enough. They're spread out like pretty well, so you could have enough time for your wallet to like recover. Yeah. But now, dude, I've never heard of 4 announced Star Wars announcements in like less than a week.
Yeah.
We got Reva, we got Captain Enoch, we got the Night Trooper, and now we got this guy, Wrecker. Which, by the way, like if you guys are looking to complete your line, here it is. You could complete it.
Yeah, but Wrecker was announced. Oh my god, my dog. Wrecker was announced like a while ago.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like Heavy Mando, like all these figures are releasing at the same time.
Christmas money.
Yeah.
Well, I think they were also releasing all this stuff too because Sideshow was doing their special thing today on YouTube at I think it was like 11 Pacific time.
Mm-hmm. I think they're just trying to like meet the fourth quarter, like the deadline, of meeting their quotas for the year.
Yeah, that's probably some of it.
Yeah, and they'll start pumping out more figures like literally after the Hong Kong and the New Year in Hong Kong.
So do we have all the Bad Batch, or are we still waiting?
Yeah, no, I think that's all of them.
That's it?
No, that's all of them.
Yeah, that's all of them until they release the new armor.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then they'll start the new line again. So yeah, I mean, this looks good. And congrats to the people that are picking this up. Honestly, I would, if I was still collecting Hunters, I would definitely complete this line for sure.
See, I want Wrecker really bad, but knowing if I pick up Wrecker, I'm gonna look at it and be like, man, I need his brothers.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
can't.
You're not gonna be able just to get one.
Like for instance, I'll give you an example. I desperately, like out of the OT figures, I want Lando so bad. But I know if I get Lando, I want Han. If I get Han, I know I'm gonna want Leia.
Oh yeah.
And then that trickles down to some. No, it's not. I actually would love to have just one shelf where it's just OT characters, but I just know it's just gonna be like, okay, I need this person, I need that person, I need this person, and then eventually I'm gonna have the whole line.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's like I started out that way. I'm just gonna get the OT, and then it went crazy.
And it just became like, for me at least, an addiction. I was like, oh man, like I need to have every Star Wars figure ever made. I'm like, do I really? I'm not a Star Wars fan unless I get all of them. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's cool though. Excuse me. Yeah, these are good looking figures, especially this Wrecker. How about you, Jeff? Like, would you, if you were still collecting Hot Toys, would you complete this line?
No, because I'm not a fan of the Bad Batch.
How dare you? No. I have
a hard time with cartoons. So
yeah. Did you watch Rebels at least, or?
I watched some of Rebels. Yeah, it was still hard to like. I know, Nilda.
What's wrong with you?
No.
You need me to
look hard for me.
Come on.
Yeah.
Do you like Ahsoka? The Ahsoka show?
Yeah, I like Ahsoka show. Yeah.
Sean got through it with Rebels.
Rebels was good, and I'm not a cartoon guy. I haven't seen Clone Wars, but Rebels I've watched several times. Like Rebels,
I watched the main things that I needed to watch in Rebels.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing
Not
is,
all
I
the
love
filler.
about
I would
Disney
watch.
Plus is they have segments on Disney Plus where, like, if you are confused or haven't watched anything,
Mhm.
they'll give you like, you know, a timeline of all the Ahsoka, so you're kind of caught up.
Yeah. So I watched some of those, right?
Yeah.
But not. I couldn't do the. I think I tried watching that
Wow.
first series, like or first season, like 3
Look
times.
how many figures. You forget about how many
1, 2,
figures they
3, 4,
announced.
5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Yeah.
Wow. That
Did
chopper
I
was
tell you?
cool.
Did I tell you guys that I finally finished Andor?
Yeah, you like
Yeah.
it.
Dude, I'm so mad at myself why I never watched
While
it.
you waited, that's awesome.
Oh my
Bad.
god.
People are like, there's so many people are like torn. They either love it or they hate it.
There's
Like, I love it.
I wanted to
I
be
like it.
mean and
I'm in
post it
the middle.
online. I wanted to be mean and post online that I don't understand, like, what is people's thought process of not liking it. But
Jeff
yes,
loves it.
everybody is
Yeah.
everybody's allowed to have their own opinions. But wow, it was. I just like all the speeches.
Joel. Come on,
Yeah,
Joel.
I'm with you. I didn't hate it. I just, for me, I enjoyed it because it was a good Star Wars show. It's just very unexpected, just because my vision or my thinking of how a Star Wars show or movie should be is practical effects. You know, it's cheesy. You know, it's not serious like this. This definitely had a more serious undertone. It was well
That's what I
made,
liked about
obviously.
it.
You know, yeah, and which is fine. But I just, I like the old school Star
Rex.
Wars. Like I like that feeling. And like for me, Ahsoka captured that. Like at least with the
Yeah.
first 5 episodes, that like for me felt like Star Wars. The fight scenes could have been a little bit better, but except for Hayden's was great. But
I like Andor. I kind of go with like what you're saying, PJ, but I also go with like Joel, right? So Joel's big on like obviously like aliens and creatures and stuff like that.
yeah,
Like I think Andor could have had. I liked the story. I liked all of that, but like could have had more creatures, even as
Exactly.
side background stuff. So
yeah, I agree. Like just a little bit more. I mean, like some of the stuff like the AK-47, I was like, come on, guys. Like
I think the reason why I liked it
I'm
is
like-
because I liked more of like the like the underground spy,
Yeah,
like
oh yeah.
that type of stuff. It
Mhm.
kind of gave me like an old school James Bond feeling. So it was like, you got to see everything that was going on. Like when you watch Star Wars, you think of everything, like the fights and the dog chases and stuff. But like this, you got to see what was really going on in the
Yeah.
inside in a in a political sense.
I think I liked it because it was so different. It was just different. It doesn't.
Yeah.
And more, I'm also a big person when it comes to when it comes to shows. I like stuff that has like some type of dialogue. So I just loved it because of some of the speeches that it had. Like some of the speeches that some of the characters had were phenomenal.
No, their speeches was great. Especially it was in what's her name, Minerva,
Yeah, the daughter of Ferric, where she said that the Empire is a disease.
and no, not Minerva. Andor's mom.
Yeah.
She
Mira.
I forgot her name.
Yeah,
Mira?
I love the
Yeah, I
speech
think
that
it's
she
Mira.
said when she was a project.
Projection. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
thought
when
that was
she-
a great scene.
Yeah.
But for me, just just a little bit more. Like I feel like they could have captured like the essence of Star Wars, like with Rogue One, and put like the Andor, like the espionage, combining with the espionage that you got from Andor, right? Like I felt like with Rogue One, that was perfect, right? To me, that was perfect. That's what I was hoping Andor would be.
I think the second season's gonna be that.
I think so
but it got
too.
pushed back now.
Yeah,
I think so too.
I will admit that whole first season, I was like, God, maybe this week Serial will die.
Oh yeah, don't get me
Yeah.
started. Don't get me started with that guy.
Like I would have been so much happier if like guy off. Like
And see, like, what Janine posted, she couldn't get past episode 4. That was happening with me. And the reason why it took me so long to be able to watch the show was I couldn't get past episode 2.
Yeah.
But I also messed up and was watching the show at 11 o'clock at night, where I would last for 15 minutes laying in bed watching it. So what I ended up doing was I got up early on a Sunday. I think I got up at like 9 and just made breakfast. And then I just stood up and watched the whole entire thing in one day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, here's my question to you guys, right? Especially to you guys, since you guys like Andor. Now, do you want every show to be made like this?
No,
No.
I like a nice mixture. I enjoy it because it is different, and I understand that this is setting up the second season. The second season is supposed to be more sped up. I think the second season is going to be really good.
What happens if in second season it's a majority of it is like the first season, and only like maybe like the last episode or two?
Hey, as long as the story's good and it's got good writing, I'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing we've lacked lately is good writing.
Yeah. No, and the thing to me is that like again, like, and that's one thing that's great about Star Wars is that everyone has their own sandbox of how Star Wars should be, right? And I think that's the problem too with Star Wars is that everyone grew up in different eras, right?
Oh,
You got
yeah.
the original trilogy, you got the prequels, now you got the sequel trilogy, you got the Clone Wars era, you got the Rebels era. So it all depends on, and I feel like a lot of people that grew up in the prequels, got to watch those movies, didn't like Andor, and I feel like like they're in their mind, they're like, all right, we have this vision of how Star Wars should be. Same with the original trilogy. Maybe the original trilogy fans like love Andor more. It's like, okay, this is something different. The story is good. Blah blah blah. I don't know. It's just like really cool to see like how everyone's should opinions and how in their minds that how these shows should be made. So what would be like a happy medium where everyone's going to be super happy?
Heir to the
You're not going to please
Empire.
everybody. Yeah.
You can, or at least like 90% of the fans, because Rogue One pleased everyone.
Yeah,
I want an heir to the Empire.
That was perfect,
show.
right?
Yeah.
So
Rogue
why
One
can't
was
we
good.
why can't we capture that same feeling? Because one thing about that was perfect is that it got a little bit of everything. You got the the aliens, you got the ships, the space battles, you got Darth Vader, you got rebellion, you got Stormtrooper. It was a nice mixture. You got Grand Admiral Thrawn. There was so much drama and good storytelling with just like, okay, we got to get this star, the death plans, and this and that. It's just, and not only that, they just tied everything well with the original trilogy. Why can't we get, it's like, why can't we get more of that? It can't be just a one-off, to me.
It's the writing, man. I'm telling you, these writing meetings, they're just, I mean, we see it the way Disney is right now. I mean, I worry about the future of Star Wars. I really do. I mean, they're wanting to make a Rey movie, and I just don't know, man. It's going to be tough. I don't want to get to the point where I get so old I just stop watching the new stuff and then just try to live off my nostalgia,
Yeah.
This is the truth, because I mean, if it starts sucking so bad, you're like, listen, I remember back in the day when I was watching Empire.
Get off my lawn.
Sean's got his Star Wars cane. Come over here. Let me tell you a story.
You know what? Emperor Palpatine had a cane like this in Jedi.
It was Midnight Black.
Old parts.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I agree with Jake too. I blame KK and Iger because, like I said, it was, Iger admitted it in his book that he went and looked at the hate that the prequels got and decided not to use George Lucas's treatment for 7, 8, 9. He didn't want to take a chance.
Yeah,
I'm getting a bumper sticker. I'm gonna get them made up, and it's just gonna say, "I blame Kathleen Kennedy."
Oh my god! Can you make me one?
We're just gonna sell them.
We'll make a fortune.
Yeah, no, she just needs to. She's done enough already. I mean, how much more?
Or get
man?
one that says KK gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to hear. I'm kind of like Sean with the writing. I would love to be the fly on the wall where it's like, is it really just bad writing around the whole entire table, or does Kathleen step in and be like, no, we're doing it this way? Like,
or who is it? Like, who's stepping in?
Bad plan.
Yeah,
who the heck is stepping in? Is it Bob Iger stepping in?
somebody has to be stepping in.
I mean, I know like we like to blame KK because she is like head of Lucasfilms, but
Right.
is there? I mean, she's got a boss too. So, and her boss got a boss. Like, who the hell is making these decisions? They gotta stop because
Yeah.
they're losing millions. And then now, like, supposedly they lost so much that Apple is like ready to like they're in the background, like waiting to pounce and try to buy them.
Which I'm excited for that. I'm excited if that were to happen because they had, what was it? I gotta pull up the article. The guy, the director who just made the last Godzilla film and is part of the Godzilla show that they have on Apple TV says that he wants to direct a Star Wars film. And I feel like he would do an amazing job.
Yeah. It sounds like a stretch, but my friend told me, Jake Breen says, this sounds like a stretch, but my friend told me that the only reason KK is in charge is because she has dirt on Lucas and it was a PR move to dilute attention to from the original universe. Hey, it sounds like it.
Is he going to be on the Epstein list that's being released?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God, dude. That would just ruin him.
I'm excited for that list to come out in January. We're going to find out some people we don't want to know about.
Oh, really? It's coming out?
Yeah, a federal judge announced today that it was yesterday that the list has to come out next year.
Oh wow!
When the trial starts, and they said that there's names there that some of us are gonna cringe.
Ooh, they don't list his name. That's just like this old man on a plaid shirt, and everybody's like,
yeah, plaid shirt.
That's it.
I hope not. Because Lucas is he's done a lot. I don't think so, but
no, I doubt it. And him and his wife.
They donate a lot to education, so
yeah,
a lot of that money that he got from Disney. But again, I don't know, man. And here's the thing too. Like, let's go back to one of the main topics is year in review. Actually, no, one more thing before we move on to the year in review. I do want to talk about the Gentle Giant. Did you see that they're making some like Ralph McQuarrie stuff, like statues?
Yep.
There, let me pull it up, and then we'll talk about year in review. Because we're gonna be off next week, guys. Just to let you know, it's the holidays, so we want to spend time with our own family.
That is so pretty.
Yeah, that's cool.
What do you guys think about this?
Oh, I think it's a great idea.
Yep.
Anyone picking this up?
I'm thinking about it because it would be good. It'd be good with like the C-3PO and the R2 like on a shelf next to it.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I see this, and then I want the Iron Studios C-3PO and R2 statue that they're releasing.
Yeah.
Instead of picking this up.
They also did a bust of this RMQ 3PO.
Did they?
A while back, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to do the rest of the characters, right? That'd be cool.
Maybe.
That would be cool in diecast.
Oh, yeah. Now this
this is another one where it's like, I wish it was the set. Like if they had the R2 where it was like,
yeah. Absolutely.
Buy the set.
Yeah, done deal.
Yeah.
Done deal.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. I might get it. Anyone else with me?
I would if it was with
Maybe.
R2.
Yeah. All right. So year in review, guys. So, obviously we won't be back next week. We want to spend time with our own family. We'll be back in the new year, the first Wednesday after the new year. But yeah, what do you guys think about this year, 2023? It's almost, in the books. And, how was your 2023 in terms of Star Wars? We'll go to Jeff. Jeff is our guest. Yeah, man. Like, how was your 2023?
So the thing is my 2023, like, I feel like was more involved in the community this year.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed the community. I'm still it's still kind of in awe. Like I've been on for a while on YouTube now, but we've talked today offline too. But it's like the community, I still can't believe like that people actually want to hear us talk about Star Wars.
I know, right?
Like, and that's the part where I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I really did enjoy like the community and the interaction. Just like I've talked to each one of you offline. I've talked to people that are in the chat right now offline, like projects and hey, what do you think about this and that? And I thought that this year was a great year for that, right? For me,
Yeah,
because I had a lot of projects too where I showed them, and I show my projects too because I'm like, I like getting input from people saying, well, have you thought about this, or do it this color, or don't do this, like, and like that was really cool for me this year, more than any of the other years. So, but
Yeah,
I liked it. And then as far as the series goes, like the movies or the shows and stuff, I did like Ahsoka. You know, so and I enjoyed that, and I'm probably one of like Sean's guys. Like I'm like a Kane guy. Like I like
get off my lawn.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ, why didn't you like that? But yeah, I liked Ahsoka. I thought it was really good. I thought it was well done. So
Yeah. And Andor came out this year, or was it last year? It's such a.
No, I think Andor was it
this year? Or was Mandalorian was this year?
Yeah, I didn't like that one. I know that this year.
Yeah,
I didn't like this season of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It felt different from the previous two, right?
it did.
Oh
Did.
yeah, it definitely.
It was almost like someone stepped in.
Well, Bo-Katan took over on that one.
Yeah.
There you go.
November 22nd of last year. Okay, so Andor wasn't this year. So yeah, no, yeah, so we had Mandalorian and we had Ahsoka. And we had, I think, what's that called? Tales of the Jedi too.
Yeah.
No, Tales of the Jedi was good. I like that.
That was good.
Yeah, I like that because it was short cartoon. It wasn't like this big long ass thing I had to watch.
Yeah.
I had a lot of good pickups this year. Like I was very fortunate enough to work for a great company that allows me to have a job. But I had great pickups this year. I picked up I told myself at the beginning of the year that I wanted the bounty hunters from NYC, and I have every one of them but IG. So that was one thing I wanted to achieve this year, and I'm almost there. And I got like the Mandalorian from Sideshow, the full bust.
The bust, yeah.
That thing's amazing. I picked that up recently in the last probably month or two. But yeah, some great like just general pickup. I worked with Brian Mixed Diorama for the Docking Bay 94. Some great stuff this year. So
yeah,
good year.
Oh, good year. Awesome. How about you, Nilda?
I personally feel like I had the best Star Wars year of this year. Like I went to like a whole bunch of cons, and then like I topped off my bucket list of people that I wanted to meet. It was probably the brokest year.
Yeah. Well, for me, every year is
every year feels like.
But like I was telling Jason like earlier, because I said to him, I was like, dude, like when I went to San Francisco, like I did the math, everything cost like $4,000.
Yeah,
and it was like, holy crap! Like for me to be there just for 48 hours for $4,000 was ridiculous, and that was including everything: flight, food, rental car, the signatures, everything. It was $4,000, but. Like overall the community, I agree with Jeff saying. And like one thing I like about that is, like Jeff and I, we became friends, and our friendship is also based off of other stuff too. Like Jeff didn't know I'm a big sports fanatic. And then we piggybacked off of each other with that. So we bonded with sports too. And, like we bonded off of other personal things, like that we've had experience. But it was like, that's one thing I like about the community. It's like, we'll become friends for one mutual thing, but then we'll learn that we actually have more other things in common that is not just, Star Wars related. So that's something that I really like. But overall, I feel like I had a really good year.
How about Star Wars like shows or the content?
Ahsoka was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah,
and you guys know that.
You didn't even have to ask. You didn't even have to ask.
How about
I literally cried every episode, and then when they released the Clone Wars one, it like
I think you were still crying even when we were talking about it.
Oh, dude, yeah, like you can ask
geez,
Craig.
Nilda,
He
we haven't even
literally
started the show yet.
Yeah, Craig was in the room. He was doing like his podcast thing. And like twice I heard him saying to his friends, like, yo, I got to go out to the living room. I don't know why, but I hear Nilda hysterical. And he came out and he looked at me and he goes, are you good? And I was like, no, don't look at me. I can't stop crying.
I'm an idiot.
That's where you turn around and walk out of the room. You're like, okay.
He was like, you're crying for a show? I'm like,
you're like, I'm going to get milk and bread now.
See you in an hour.
That's what I always tell my wife. Okay. Milk and bread. I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
I'll go run my
Yeah,
errands now.
Ahsoka was everything that I've ever wanted, and to actually like get to see it and like be like, holy crap, this was phenomenal. Like that was the highlight, the pivotal moment of my year.
Yeah. Awesome.
You ugly
How about
cried
you,
'cause your boy
Sean?
peed in his bag.
It was a good year. I feel like I've matured as a collector this year. I've definitely I bought expensive things, but I guess I had time to curate it. And then even now it's like there's only a few things that are on my list. So I feel like I've just matured as a collector, and I've got some really cool pieces this year. And because I collected Hot Toys forever, and I still have a lot of them, but what's just crazy, it's like I've literally sold like a quarter or possibly half of the collection. I still have so many of them. I'm like, but I still enjoy them. But yeah, just by maturing as a collector, and then just having just series to talk about, good or bad, it's Star Wars content where we can all get together like this, and then we all have the common theme, so we can sit there and talk about it. Got to go to ICC this year, which was fun. That was a good trip. Got to go back to Galaxy's Edge. That was fun. So yeah, and just having, even just having Nilda on the show this year, like that's been great. Like we needed our trio, and it's great to have the woman's perspective too, because sometimes we could be bull in a china shop,
Yeah. So is it the woman and the younger crowd person?
Yeah. Well, that's true though, because Nilda's, 50 years old, and it's like I feel like I should be more, in the community, but I'm just not that way. I'm kind of chill and kind of laid back.
Yeah.
It's almost like I have to put forth so much effort to do that because it's just not my nature. So I keep saying every year, I'm going to be better in the community. I'm going to talk and I struggle with it, but I do appreciate everyone that watches the show every year and listens to us, and just, appreciate friends like Jeff and Eben and Jason. I got to meet Jason this year. Yes. In person, which was awesome. And then having PJ come down for my birthday, and Joe came down from, Rogue 5 Cantina, man, it's crazy. I start thinking about all this stuff.
Yeah.
All this happens in 1 year. So, I mean, it's been a good Star Wars year. Yeah. And, I appreciate everybody, and, can't wait to build these relationships, and maybe I'll get a little more involved in the community, get these fingers working.
Yeah. I will say, I agree with you, Sean. When I met Jason at MegaCon, I literally hugged him because I was like, holy crap, dude, I've known you for a long time, but I'm like, dude, you're in the flesh.
But that's what's awesome. We see each other for the first time. It's like we've known each other forever, and you just walk up, give them a big hug, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
It's
and I
awesome.
did that with I feel like I did that with the RMD and Gabe. I was so excited because I've known Gabe for a while. So to meet him, and I told myself I would never go to California, and then I'm in California. And I was like, I have to make, the attempt to try to meet Gabe. And when he told me he was coming, I was like, oh, that's a freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I keep trying to get Jeff to come down here and take his wife on vacation, but he says he doesn't want to.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, Neil. It's I can't remember if that was this year or last year either too, but seeing Jason and Eben, and I went to Galaxy's Edge with them, right? And that was my first time going to Galaxy's Edge, and went with them. So it's I don't know, it's special, right? Because you see, I saw Jason in the parking lot as he was walking past the car. I'm like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
It's it is. And when you meet people out and about, I would love to do that this next year. That's part of my resolution is
dude, that's why I can't wait for MegaCon. I feel like half the collectors live in Florida anyway. Going to MegaCon, they're all going to be there, and
I feel like that's how I was when I met Sean at ICC. We saw each other in the line, and I was like, hi.
I know.
I was like, you're real.
I do want to meet more people.
I don't know why I kept going to Sean like this. I was so excited to see him. I was like, you're real.
It was awesome. Yeah, that's a great part. Like you said, maybe next year hit some more cons and try to, get everyone to go and do some meetups, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
awesome.
To find a center place where everybody can go.
I mean, it's obviously New Hampshire.
Yeah, but I don't know why. I have a feeling that everybody. everybody's gonna want to go the same time to what is it
New
called?
Hampshire.
To Michael's Pizza Place.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel like that
that's
would
gonna
be
be.
such a cool place for like everybody
Oh,
to meet
Dark
up.
Side
Dark Side Pizza.
Pizza, I
Yeah.
think was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, Sean, and Jeff and Ilda, and for me, I think 2023 was a great one. It was definitely, uh, you know, it was in terms of Star Wars content. I'm just happy that we're getting Star Wars content. As sometimes disappointing the things that does happen in these shows, like for example, like Mandalorian. I didn't expect some of the things that transpired in those shows to happen, but I'm just happy that we're getting content. Um, and something that we could talk about, like we get together every Wednesday, or every Wednesday, and talk about it. We all have different opinions, but honestly, and told Tron this off air, I'm like, that would suck if we all agreed that
Yeah.
on like everything being so good or being so bad. Like, how boring would that show be? Hey Sean, what do you think? Oh, I loved it. Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You know what we call you know what we call those we call those at work, PJ?
What?
They're Barney meetings.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
hey, I love you. Your love
You love
is
me.
great.
We're a positive family.
Yeah,
La, 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 la.
everybody's great.
No, we can't. It's
Barney.
okay. It's okay. Everyone is unique in their own way, and everyone is unique with their opinion, and that's okay. And here, at least with this podcast, it's just one thing that we could just have an outlet to kind of express those opinions without being judged, right? It's just a safe space, and honestly, like, for me, like having Nilda on the show is just like, a blessing, and she's done so much for us, helping us grow the channel and getting us the guests on the show and being such a great co-host as well. Like, what Sean said, we're like bulls in like a china shop. We're like, get off my lawn. Like, but it's good. Like, we have like a younger woman's perspective on Star Wars. So, which is good too. And the community, and I can't say enough about the community, the people that watch us every Wednesday, that take the time out of their busy schedule to watch us for 2 hours, talk about or complain about Star Wars, whatever it is.
Complaints more like
More
lately.
get off my lawn. And then Nilla's there to kind of like level us out, which is good.
As long as I'm not falling asleep.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm like, oh, Wednesday.
What is it? I'm the young one in the group. By like 9:30, I'm ready to go.
She's done.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And
PJ,
honestly,
you guys kick off the week, right? As far as watch, right? So like you guys kick us off for the week, right? As far as like shows and everything.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
sure.
it's us, then Collection Wars on Saturday. Or sorry, you guys,
Spice
Spice
Runners.
Runners on Friday. I'm half asleep. So because I'm also trying to remember like everybody else, because I know
Spice Runners on Fridays,
Friday,
right? 9 p.m.
Saturday is Collection Wars
at 10 p.m.
Sunday is Rogue 5
Rogue
Cantina.
5 Cantina.
Yeah.
And they just came
And
into
I can't think of anybody else. And like I know like Diamond Figs and Tony.
Oh,
Like,
Diamond
they have
Figs,
their
yeah.
own,
They do.
yeah,
Oh
but
yeah.
they pick different days though.
Yeah, they actually do a stream before us. So
Yeah.
And then you also have
5 o'clock. Yeah, I try to tune in on the way home from work or something.
You also have General Kenobi, but he's in Texas time on Wednesday. So I tell him, like what I do is for streaming for all the other guys, like on Fridays is my day to hang out with my mom. So I'm completely off social media. And I told Eben that I was like, I watch you guys, the following day. And then the same thing with like with Rogue 5. I told Joe, like, I watch you guys on Monday because Mondays are my slowest day at work. So I'm able to put everybody's YouTube channel on and watch it, and then catch up with everything that's going on.
Well, you got 3 monitors, you got 3 shows going at once.
Yeah.
And but I got one AirPod on so I can tune in to listen, and then I got the other one here to see if what's going on with surgeries.
Yeah. And for me too is that like I actually listen, what I do is like right before I go to bed, like I start listening to everyone, sometimes like the people I listen to are obviously the shows that you mentioned, and also like Star Wars Theory, right? And I listen to right before I go to bed just to kind of like listen. It's just, it's just like relaxing too, right? Like, okay, cool. And what's great too is that when I watch everyone's show, it's like even though they're Star Wars podcasts and Star Wars, channels, they talk about way different things than we do here on our podcast. Like I'm watching, Spice Runners Lounge, for example. It's just more of them just hanging out. Like I feel like I should be in a bar, like whenever I listen to these guys. So like they're just like joking, laughing, drinking. It's just such a good time.
They drink on that show.
I was gonna say, when was that happen?
Yeah, when was the drinking going on?
I guess.
Dude, I'll tell you this: that day that I was on that episode, was I drunk?
Yeah, and then and Saturdays too. It's just with the collection war guys. Like just watching them just talk back and forth, and it's just a different feeling too because they dive deep into some of the prop stuff, and again, it's just different offerings for each show, and it's good knowledge to know, right? And I'm just happy that our podcast is part of that community of other, not only Star Wars podcasts, but also part of the Star Wars community. Because honestly, like I told you guys off stream, that this is seriously like an outlet. This isn't an excuse. This podcast is not here to make money, to make get like
we're not getting paid for this.
Like we're getting jack. If anything, I'm losing money paying all these bills like for like the StreamYard. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. Sorry, Jeff, I'm not paying you for this. For
wait a minute.
No, but it's just like honestly, it's just like an excuse for me because I don't get this. I don't get this at work. Like, can you talk about this at work with your coworkers? Like,
I get made fun of all the time.
Yeah, this is like, and even if you find someone that likes Star Wars, they don't like them as much as you do.
Dude, for Thanksgiving, they don't deep when dive into it.
When
my company found out I went to San Francisco to go meet Mark Hamill, they literally looked at me and they said, "So you left your family on Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah,
to go to a Star Wars convention?" I said, "Yeah." Mm-hmm. And they just looked at me and I was like, "What's the judgment?" And they were like, "It's Star Wars." I was like, "And?"
Yes.
So we started a whole, like at Dropbox, there's a whole Slack channel, right? That's like a secret like Star Wars Slack channel. And it's like, as we find pockets of people that have like Star Wars pictures in their office or want to talk Star Wars, they actually go to the Slack channel. Like somebody randomly invites them. They're like, "Oh my God, you like Star Wars?" Hey,
it's the secret.
Yeah, it's like a secret little.
It's hard. But it's like it's like finding like a freaking leprechaun. It's just like it's so rare. Like especially if they like it as much as you do, where you're like deep diving into like the lore and collectibles. Dude, I would hug the person that works. Like I found in my job that actually loves Star Wars as much as I do. I'm like, what? Did we just become best friends? But it's just, but I'm so glad, like, Sean and I, we've been great friends for like the past 2.5 years. Jeff, I know you, Nilda, and Tony's in the chat, and it's just
Tony.
like
Hi,
it's
Tony.
so cool, man. And honestly, like everyone in the chat, like I want to meet you in person. I want to like grab a drink with you, hug you, just if you like Obi-Wan, I might have to fight you.
Dude, PJ, you can even ask RMD.
Oh,
when
yeah,
RMD,
dude, I just recognized.
Yeah, Kenobi shirt. But PJ, you can ask RMD. When me and him met each other in San Fran, it was like hugging. I think we hugged like 5 times. We were so excited to meet each other. And we hung out with each other the whole entire time. Like we were just hitting each other up. Like, we were at the panel together and it was just like, oh my God, you're real.
And even having, Sean Stone too. Like I got to hang out with him a lot in, Celebration in Anaheim. Gabe, Lee, Joseph, Joe, I talked to. Those guys, it's just so cool, man, that like IP can bring all these people together. And it's just the beauty about Star Wars. And honestly, I'm looking forward to 2024. And I'm, I can't wait to meet more people. Our goal for us was to hit 1,000 subs, but it's okay. We didn't hit it, but next year, I know I've been kind of slacking off with the podcast, guys. Like, and putting those episodes up. But I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've been putting a lot of them up. So in terms of like, this is a good segue to the future of SithCast is, basically we're gonna try and improve next year. That's what we do. This year we got Nilda on the show. She helped us, grab these amazing guests. So we improved in that way.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah. So yeah. So next year we're just
We do
gonna
have Jeff on the show today.
yeah.
What?
No,
And then-
man,
You said
Yeah,
amazing guest.
yeah.
Yes,
He is
amazing.
an
Guest.
amazing
But here's
guest.
the thing too, that one of my New Year's resolution is to go to a convention and hang out with everyone and on this panel and on the chat.
Yeah.
That is my
We
New
need
Year's
it.
resolution.
I'll tell you this: the funnest con that I went to, and both of these people are on here, where we were like MacGyvering around for each other, was when we went to Ocala Comic Con with me, Tony, and OBP. Like, we legit were like,
Yeah.
panel line. Oh shit! Take photos. Da da da. Panel line. Then I ran to the bar, got me, Tony, and my my friend drinks. Then came back, and then like doing another panel. It was like panel lines. It was insane.
I was thinking too, like maybe if we we could get to go, all of us go to like MegaCon. How cool would it be if we brought like lightsabers and we just started like our like choreographing our own like little lightsaber fight scene.
Would that be cool?
That'd be fine.
Am I gonna get picked on?
What I originally wanted to do, but I didn't know if so many people were gonna come. I was originally gonna rent out a house for MegaCon.
Yeah,
I found a 4-bedroom house. It was super cheap. My 2 other friends were gonna split the cost with me, and the house actually had a pool. It had a massive backyard and a barbecue. And I was just going to invite everybody who wasn't going to come Sunday to MegaCon to just come over to the house and have like a big collectors meetup. So everybody can just like chill, eat, bring your swimwear. If you come with family, bring your family too. So then everybody can just, all hang out.
That would be awesome.
No, that'd be awesome. And like I said, good things to come. Please, guys, whoever's listening, please subscribe to the channels that we mentioned. They do great content. Rogue 5 Cantina, Spice Runners Lounge, Collection Wars, even Gabe's channel, Star Wars Replicas. They do great work. Tony's channel, Star Wars Sith. He had us on, on the show, and it was a lot of fun. Diamond Figs. I could go on forever, but whoever. You guys get a chance, also go back into some of the episodes and see all our guests. Please support all the guests that we had on the show. They were amazing. No, but like honestly, I'm so thankful for this year. You guys seriously just elevated like my love for Star Wars. Each and every one of you guys, Jeff, Sean, Nilda, and everyone in the chat. It's great. It's great to be around like-minded fans and collectors, because honestly, if I didn't have you guys, man, can you imagine there was no YouTube and no what would we be doing?
Oh, my wife would be sick of me talking to her about Star Wars.
Yeah, go talk to somebody else.
Yeah, I'm done. You've had your 5 minutes. Hit the road.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, I'll be in like what's that called? I'll be talking to like some guy off the street, like, by the way, and he's like, yeah, his AirPods the whole time. He's like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's like, I just need somebody to talk to.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, what would we do? So, but yeah, anyways, love you guys. Love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and more things to come. And from, us, SithCast family, to yours. And thank you, Jeff, for hopping on the show.
Yes, Jeff.
We missed you.
Gotta get you back on some more.
Yeah.
We want to wish you guys happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a happy and healthy New Year. 2024 is going to be a good one, and looking forward to seeing you guys next year. Take care, everyone. And another one in the books.
Guys.
May the midichlorians be with you guys always and
Peace.
forever. Peace.